Oh my God. Welcome back, besties. Oh my God, I don't have a voice. Welcome to hell. It's me, Satan. I saved you a seat. Let's see what's going on. Everything is a mess right now, including my hair and face and everything about my general vibe. I'm winded. I'm sick. And I am obviously not in a podcast studio in West Palm Beach. I am in an attic in Wisconsin. And Mike isn't here. But Dante is. Say hi, Dante. Hi. Oh, we got Dante. And that, honestly, would you look at God? Because Dante, we fucking love him. Guys, everything's bad. I don't know. Just life. Listen to me. I'm sick. I can barely think. I am full of Dayquil. And I was supposed to land in West Palm Beach with a beautiful podcast studio built into my home that my designers were supposed to build for me, and they have never whiffed harder ever. So I am dealing with a headache on that. We'll talk about that later. It's not good news. I'm literally physically sick from it. And I'm just sad because I was really looking forward to having a nice soft landing in West Palm, and it's been kind of a disaster. And I didn't want to leave you guys without a podcast this week. And guess what? We already recorded this podcast, and fucking Dante only got 10 minutes of it. So we have to re-record it. Take two, baby. But that's okay. In the first one, I was like wrestling with the mic the whole time, and it was kind of distracting and horrible anyway. And I can't promise this will be any better because honestly, who fucking knows? I am yeeted to the gills with Dayquil and tired and sloppy and messy, and I'm losing my voice, and I'm just coming off the road. I was doing Raina Greenberg's shows in Madison and Minneapolis. And as much as I love being back in the Midwest, it is fucking freezing here. It's 32 degrees outside, and I was not feeling well in Florida, and I'm feeling worse here. But we're going to get this podcast out of the way. Sorry, I know you guys don't want to hear that. You look forward to this podcast. You don't want to get it out of the way. But I do. I do. Mama's tired. Basically, I left LA 2 weeks ago now, and I went straight to Vegas to host the AVNs, which was amazing. It was actually so much fun. I didn't know what to expect. So the AVN Expo was terrifying. That was like one of the scariest places I've ever been in my entire life. And for those of you who don't know what the AVN Expo is, basically the AVN Awards is like the Oscars for porn stars. And before the awards, they have an expo where their fans can come out and meet them. And let's talk about how fucking terrifying that is. Because imagine how perverted you have to be to purchase a ticket, to go through TSA, to take your shoes off, to fucking get on a plane, get in a fucking middle seat, strap your seat belt, land in Vegas and be like, I'm going to meet the person I jerk off to. Terrifying. So the expo is the scariest place in the world. I know these girls make money from showing up, and I know it's their job, and I know a lot of them actually really genuinely enjoy it. For me, it was like very scary energy. There were not protection spells, there was not prayers, there was not enough energy I could put out to protect my aura from the darkness that was at the expo. And I was really nervous about the show itself too, because I've had friends who have hosted the AVNs who have said it's one of the toughest gigs in their life, that the porn stars don't like to be made fun of. And so I didn't really know what to do going into this. I think, listen, I'm not going to compare this to the Golden Globes. It's obviously not the Golden Globes. But I think there is, if you look at people who host award shows in general, like I think the reason Nikki Glaser was so great at hosting the Globes was because she was really kind to them, and you could tell she was a fan of them, and she wasn't really punching down on them. So that was kind of my goal, was to go in just kind of soft and just make fun of myself. I'm like, I don't need to come here and make fun of them. I don't even watch porn. I don't even know. I wouldn't even have an anchor point to make fun of. I don't know who does what. I don't care. My goal was to be of service and to make sure everyone there had a really great night. So I just did my favorite sex jokes, and it was really fun. It was a lot of fun, and I had a great set. And I know a lot of you have DM'd me asking like, where can I see it? And I don't know. I just was texting with one of the guys from the AVNs today. They have no schedule or plan to release it. So if I hear anything, I will let you guys know. I thought it was going to be on YouTube. I thought it was going to be on Showtime. I don't know where I got a lot of this information. Maybe I Googled it and things have changed. Or maybe I just fucking made shit up. Who really knows? Who really knows what goes on in my head? So yeah. The show was a lot of fun. Mr. Manhattan came out with his friends. Of course, they were also excited to, come hang out at the AVN Awards with the women who raised them. The women and men who raised them. These little fucking freaks. So we, after the AVN Awards, we were walking around the casino, and Nate Diaz was walking in front of us. And I've met Nate a few times with Shane Gillis. They're pretty good friends. And I'm pretty aware of how Nate rolls and his crew. And he's usually blackout drunk and his crew is usually ready to fight. And Mr. Manhattan is a big sports bettor. So he's bet on Nate Diaz a few times. And for those of you who don't know who Nate Diaz is, he's a UFC fighter. Is he a boxer or MMA? Do you know? UFC. What's the difference? Retired UFC fighter. He's gonna have to probably come out of retirement soon for money, for cash. But he fought Jake Paul and lost, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
Beat Conor McGregor though.
He did beat Conor McGregor, and that's fucking awesome. So anyway, Nate Diaz is, every time I've met him, he's been cross-eyed drunk. He's nice, but he's like, no one's home. He is cross-eyed blackout fucking drunk. Like, I'm not kidding you. I've never seen anyone more in a blackout at all times than Nate Diaz and his crew. So Mr. Manhattan was like, oh my God, that's Nate Diaz. And I was like, I've met him a few times. He's like, go say hi. He clearly, Mr. Manhattan wanted to meet him because he's a fan of his. And I was like, I don't think you're going to like how this goes. Like, I don't think you're going to like how this goes down. I was still in my dress from the AVN Awards. I was looking good. And I was just like, okay, I can go say hi. But I've met him before. Every time he says hello to me, he grabs my waist. And that's just how he is. And it's not like it's threatening, or I don't take it any which way, but like I just knew he was not gonna like how it went down, and I was like, I don't think so. And he's do it. He was drinking and had some mushrooms and he was partying and he wanted to meet him. So I was like, all right. And I walked up to him, and his fucking crew, like I knew, was ready to fucking swing on me. And I was like, it's Nate, I've met you with Shane, and he's like, oh hey, and he grabs my waist, and I see out of my peripheral, I see Mr. Manhattan fucking like come up like he was like, oh, what am I gonna do? He's touching my girlfriend. And I was like, yeah, but it's one of the nastiest fighters in the world. Like, what are you gonna do? You just told me to go say hi to him, and now he's got his hands all over me. And he was like, yeah. In that moment, I was like, you can have my girlfriend. He basically was like, you can fuck her, you can take her, like whatever. They said hi, they did their thing. One of his friends came up later and tried to go say hi and also almost got knocked out. So you guys, this episode, this tragic little fucking episode, is brought to you by Berber hair oil. And listen, my hair right now is not a great example of how good of a product it is, because it does look like I, am living in an industrial fan. But my hair is back. It's thick and it's here. And honestly, that's all you can ask for in a time like this, is that you have hairs on your head. And I have more than 4 hairs on my head, like I didn't after last year, when all my fucking extensions ripped my hair out, which was quite literally, you guys, that was the lowest point of my depression, is when all of my hair was gone. When I took my extensions out and all my hair was gone. I had never been lower in my depression. I never knew more certainly that I needed to get on Lexapro than when I lost all my hair, because holy shit, those were the darkest days of my life. Nothing really affected me. Not even the death of my mother affected me like that. And I will say the journey with Berber hair oil has made my life so much better, my confidence so much higher. Just as a woman, you want to have a full head of hair, and as a man. Honestly, I do these hair oil treatments on Mr. Manhattan too. Like, we all want to have a full head of hair. And Berber hair oil is burdock hair oil, and it is a dream come true. You use the dermaplane roller twice a week. Put it on, leave it on overnight, put the oil in, slick back bun. Get the mermaid brush. If you're only going to get one brush, get the mermaid brush because that makes those slick back ponies perfect. You can even wear it to work. If you guys have a 9 to 5, you can wear it to work in a slick back bun and it will look like an intentional hairstyle, not like you're doing a treatment on your hair. So use my code BRITT, BRITT, at Berber.com, BUR.com, code BRITT for 15% off your first order and get your hair coming back in, girlies. Okay, love you, besties. Enjoy. Dante, what would you do if Nate Diaz grabbed your girlfriend by the waist?
Let it happen.
Yeah, you gotta let it. You just gotta let it. It was just so funny because it was his idea, and he's just like, "Go say hi," and I was like, "You're not gonna like how this goes down," but it was funny, and then I was supposed to do shows after that. I was supposed to go straight from Vegas to Raleigh to Austin to Nashville, which is like, every once in a while I look at a map when I'm going back and forth and I'm like, my agent hates me because it's like East Coast, Middle America, East Coast, West Coast.
Val?
Huh?
Val?
Yeah.
Is he still your agent?
Yeah, I love Val.
What's up, Val?
What's up, Val? We love Val. No, he's the best. He does, listen, he does the best he can for somebody who sells 12 tickets per city. No, listen, I know a lot of you guys were supposed to come see me in Nashville and Raleigh, and I'm so sorry those got rescheduled, but trees were fucking exploding in Nashville. What was I supposed to do? I'm not going to go there's pop rock trees. It's not for me. I just thought it would be too dangerous for us all to try and get out to those shows. So I rescheduled those shows to June, and I will see you guys in June. But yeah, so I only did Austin. I did a show in Austin, and then from Austin I was going to Miami. Austin, I had to go to San Diego. You guys, I filmed a Don't Tell comedy short in San Diego. When I say I have never bombed a taping like this in my life before, like when I got off, the guy who runs Don't Tell was like, you don't have to use that. He's like, we can throw it away. And I was like, oh no. Sometimes you get on stage and you have a bad set, but you're hoping it's not as bad as you thought, and then you hear something like that and you're like, it might be worse than I thought. But I was like, I'm gonna do some old jokes, I'm gonna do the hits, and then I'm gonna do some new stuff, and I'm like, it's gonna be great. And yeah, it was a very sensitive crowd in San Diego. They really didn't like Mama's dark stuff. And listen, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and that is something I am just being constantly reminded of. I don't know, we'll see if that comes out, or if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to watch it once they get me the footage. Here's the thing. Here's what I will say. Never looked better. Contrary to what's going on here today, I had a really fun dress on, and my glam girls came down for one last glam sesh before I moved. And I felt really confident before I got on stage. And then once I got off, I was like, I should never do comedy again. And that's the thing. That's the thing about this job. It really does feel like I'm just a gambling addict. Like there's high highs and there's low lows. And Mama's been feeling it's like AVN high. Like, it was so much fun. Don't Tell taping. It was not good. It was not good. I'm excited for you guys to see it so you can be like, LOL, even the best fall down sometimes. But it's really funny. I think there's something really funny for me about comedy, and I know a lot of you guys don't do comedy, so you don't care about this hot take, but whenever you think like, I'm gonna crush or this is gonna be great, you usually don't. It's usually like, it's a classic case of like, humble yourself before God does it for you. Anytime I have an ego about anything, I usually get humbled pretty fast. Like with the AVNs, I thought for sure I was going to bomb. I was like, there's no world where I do good. There's no world where I do better than fucking Matt Rife, who did this 2 years ago. Anyway, my head is about to explode. Oh, speaking of gambling, I started gambling recently and I have to stop. And I maybe actually started like 2 years ago. My astrologist told me, do you gamble, Dante?
A little bit.
Yeah. What?
I gamble when my boss gives me money to gamble.
Okay. Oh, is he?
A little bit.
Oh, I completely missed that. I didn't know that. What's his game?
Blackjack.
Okay, love blackjack. That's fun. So I'm dating a gambling addict now, which is fun. But I like want to get in on the action, So my astrologist, every year he goes to Vegas and he does what he calls intuitive gambling, which is where he channels his intuition. He looks at his astrological chart and he figures out when his intuition is going to be best. And then he goes to Vegas and he plays slots. And the way he plays is he max bets on slots, no higher than $75. and he hits 3 times. And if it doesn't hit after 3, he takes his money and he walks. And I did that probably 4 times total in my life before I met Mr. Manhattan. And I always won every time. It was like, and not huge amounts. It was like 200 here, 300 there, like tiny amounts of money. And it was fun. And then Mr. Manhattan and I went to Vegas for the first time. And one of my dear friends, Trevor Pope, we've known each other since high school. He won a bracelet playing World Series of Poker. He has since retired from gambling and I think poker altogether. But because of years and years of high highs and low lows and like crashing out and like not being able to handle it. But I said to them, I was like, I never lose. Like every time I play this way, I never lose. And you know what I always say, never say never, because if you say never, it puts an X on your back for the universe to give it to you. And now all I've been doing is losing, and I haven't won, and I haven't lost a ton of money. I mean, maybe like a couple thousand. It's too many dollars. It's way too many dollars, but I hate it. Every time I lose anything, it like sits in my soul. I'm angry about it for days. I don't understand how people do this. I don't understand how people are like, and I just haven't won to like have a redemption arc where I'm like, oh yeah, wait, no, this is fun. I just keep losing. And I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. Who here gambles? Tell me if you're winning money. But my astrologist, last time he went to Vegas was doing his intuitive gambling and he won $90,000 on slots. $90,000 right now would change my life. Like that would make everything better. I wouldn't even fucking care that my designers turned my fucking apartment into like stadium seating stadium seating. Did I just say that right? Yeah. Stadium seating love seats. Like I wouldn't care that my designers turned my apartment into a fucking Airbnb that I would give 1 star to. I hate my apartment so much. It makes me want to scream at the top of my fucking lungs. I am going to show you guys the inspo pics and then what we got. It is laughable. It is a joke. We asked for like 1 big comfy cloud couch and we got 2 love seats. Like I'm not fucking kidding you. They gave us 2 love seats. One of them, yes, we did want a sleeper sofa because we wanted to be able to have guests, and I guess they had issues with the dimensions of the door. Whatever. At no point did they communicate to us like, hey, we're not going to be able to like aesthetically give you what you want if we keep going forward with this brief. They didn't communicate anything to us. They just did a reveal. They did a reveal like we were supposed to be blown away by what and it was the worst thing in the world. They put like 46 plants in our apartment. Okay, that's hyperbolic. They put maybe like 13, 15. But like we can't walk around without hitting our face on plants. It looked like Tarzan fucking decorated the inside of our apartment. And they were supposed to do like whites and creams and neutrals. We have brown, like these ugly fucking brown chairs, a sleeper sofa from quite literally Ashley Furniture. They refused to give us receipts to return anything. They're saying everything is outside of the window of return. It is the biggest nightmare of my life. Like silly me, I wanted to spend this money to pay these designers who have flawlessly executed 2 of my previous homes. Like I would trust them with my money and my life up until this point. And then this time it has been like the nastiest exchange of them. Like, here's the thing. You missed the brief. Like just take honest and move on. Is that a word? Honest?
It is now.
It is now. Take some fucking responsibility and say that like we screwed up. Let's fix this together. Their solution to us was buy a new couch. Buy a new fucking couch. You know what they also said? They said to Mr. Manhattan, and how fucking dare they? One of like their actual solutions that they said with a straight face. They said, we know you know Jonathan Adler. Why don't you call him and see if he has a couch for you guys? What? Like the solutions were so insulting and insane and unprofessional and emotionally charged. It's like, this is a job. You fucked the job up. You missed the brief. Just like be professional about it. It's been like so emotional and insane. And honestly, like I'm actually physically sick because my heart broke because I lost friends over this. And then also like my apartment is a disaster. And all I have in Palm Beach is my home. Like I didn't move there to open a business. I don't have friends there. There's not a comedy club there. I can go like kiki about what a disaster this is. There's nothing there for me except for my home, and the home is completely fucked up and it's going to be a fortune to correct. And yeah, I'm just devastated. I'm devastated about all of it. And obviously, like, I'm run down and I'm tired and I have a headache, and I really just wanted my home to be turnkey, and I don't have a place to podcast. That's why I'm in an attic in Wisconsin podcasting right now. It's like, was this the dream? Not really. Dante's the dream, though, being with Dante. Any chance I get to hang out with him.
Few and far between.
Mm-hmm. It's only every once in a while. I'm really never back in Wisconsin. I'm back here doing some shows at the Comedy Cabin. Oh, here's the other thing. My shows, I'm supposed to be doing this European tour. London, Berlin, Amsterdam. If you guys are there, can you please buy tickets? Because otherwise I might cancel this run. And I'm not trying to threaten you guys with a good time. But I'm just saying it's not really selling, and it doesn't make a ton of sense for me to go if I don't sell tickets. Here's the thing, you guys. Should I just do something else with my life? Should I pivot? What should I do? Dante, if I were to do something else, what would I do? Do you have any ideas for me? Stand-up just feels too grueling. Like, being on the road all the time, schlepping, losing money, paying to go to work. It's just like, what is this? I don't understand why I'm doing this.
Real Housewife of Palm Beach.
Ooh, see, now we're talking. I'm not a housewife. But listen, I'll get it going. I'll fucking fire it up. I'll make Mr. Manhattan fucking propose to me so I can be a housewife. I will do it. I'm not above it. I just am like, what is this boss bitch work girl? Like, I'm good. I don't need to prove anything to anyone anymore. I'm tired. Mama is tired. I'm going on the road trying to make people laugh. I'm too sad. I'm too fucking sad. I'm too sad the Lexapro doesn't work. No, it does work. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Here's the thing. I can be in the weeds and all this shit is happening, and I feel so uncomfortable, and I feel physically ill, and I feel out of place in my own home, and I feel all of these things. And I just know at the end of the day, I know God's got it. I'm like, whatever, this is for a reason. Every single thing happens for a reason. I hate to be woo-woo, and I hate to get into like, oh, no, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you, but it is. I think this is making me take a better look at friendships, especially. Like, I think I need to be more selective about who I let into my life and why I let them in. I think I really need to stop fucking acting on the wound of like, nobody liked me when I was growing up, and I really want, like, I just can't let the floodgates be open and let anyone be my friend, because that's not, that hasn't really gotten me super far. And yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to look at this objectively. I'm trying to keep my side of the street clean. I'm trying to be as good as I possibly can be in this situation. But it's tough. It's always tough. It's a lesson, you know, and I feel sad. I feel sad that my home is a shitty Airbnb. I feel sad that we didn't land in a place that was super soft and feel good. I feel sad to be going back and forth with friends about old friends, people that used to be my friends, about something that they fucked up on a business. This is why it's really tough to do, to have business with friends or to do work with friends. It's always hard. It's always hard to work with friends. It's never easier to work with someone when you have a fondness for them on a friend level, because there's feelings involved. Everyone's feelings are getting hurt. Everyone's being like, you know, I'm doing my best to stay not emotional. I'm privately, like, obviously struggling because is this private? Because I'm podcasting about it. It's not private. But like, I'm, you know, whatever. I'm physically sick. I don't feel good about it. I don't really have a ton else to say. I didn't want to leave you guys without a podcast this week, because I know you guys are codependent, and you need podcasts. You need this little podcast to make your Mondays better. But I wanted to have more energy and a fresh new space and like a bunch of good vibes for you guys this week. I don't. I'm sorry. Listen, some great things have happened since I've seen you last, and some bad things have happened since I've seen you last, and that is life. We're going to do word of the week because at the end of the day, even if we're all struggling, we need to keep you fucking smart and on your toes. Do you remember what the word was that I said before on the last podcast that got recorded and then we lost it?
It was like Sharfdoodle or something.
Sharfdoodle. There we go. That's why we...
Super close.
That's honestly, Sharfdoodle is very close, but it's actually Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle. To trick or deceive. Hornswoggle. I've been hornswoggled by my designers. There we go. Sharp doodle. I've been sharp doodled.
That's a new breed of dog that
Yeah, literally.
women are going to make.
Literally. Sharp doodle. Hornswoggle, to trick or deceive. I love that word. I think it's so funny. Listen, you guys, I love you all madly. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me, even though it's not a full hour this week. I can't afford to lose my voice. I have shows this weekend that I need to be able to get through. And I look like I was born in a wind tunnel. I'm not doing real well right now. But I love you. Thanks for hanging in with me. I'm going to put some fucking side-by-side pictures of our inspo and what we got, so you guys can just feel my pain and understand why I'm physically sick about this. I will see you next week, and I will be better. I will have a voice. I don't know where I will be recording. That is still TBD, because it will not be in my apartment, because that's not a suitable podcast studio. But I love you madly, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.